scrolls on. Game 2, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. A look at Chicago. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
And this is the game that gives them a chance to put the hammer down. I mean, if they can build on their Game 1 win with another one tonight, they'll have a stranglehold on this series.
Well, if you flip the script, though, a loss tonight in their home court advantage evaporates. And that would put a ton of pressure on them going on the road.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Sefolosha in at the 3 spot.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Teague. T right on him. Kicks it to Millsap. 11 feet away. It's deflected. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And he gets it to go.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Teague kicks to Millsap.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
There's the feed to Mirotic. Pass to Navarro. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Horford double team. He feeds it to Sefolosha. Dishes to Horford. To the left wing. Teague, the pass to Millsap. 5 on the clock. That's good.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And the pass to Navarro. Millsap with the double team. Here's Mirotic. And he converts the layup. Mirotic has got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And Teague, here we go. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. He lobs it up. And slam dunk by Butler.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Teague. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Horford from 11 feet away. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Teague. So he gets them both. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Now here is Sefolosha. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And here's Schroeder after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. Millsap a screen, and there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Picked by Horford. They swipe it.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Wade gets the bucket.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now here's Schroeder. Shot to stop the run. Korver gets a wide open look. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Navarro, down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Picked away, and they're running, and here they go. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got his second basket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now, Korver, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even larger.
Now, here is Cephalosha. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that one's good. Schroeder.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Chicago leading by 20. Navarro, the pass to Navarro. And he just jams it right over Paul Millsap. What a play.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now here's Millsap.
Bulls foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
He's off on the first for the Hawks. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Young comes in for Cephalosha. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Kyle Korver. Here's Navarro. 10 points for him. Down low, here's Mirotic. The Bulls keep it alive. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
And the Hawks making a change here. Max checked in. Scott inside. Mirotic is there. And it's blocked by Mirotic. And another fast break for Chicago. Bulls running. Here's Navarro. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Clutch has got 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Shots good from Young.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Young with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Hardaway, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Navarro, the pass to Wade. Pocket 6, and he jams it with authority.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Here's Mack after the Bulls pick up 2. Wade left side. With the second effort, back to Mirotic. They shoot again. The shot is off. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. They double him with Butler. Here's Mack. Drills it from outside. Mack's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
Talk about some great numbers for Jay. He's already up to 10 points. He's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's Navarro. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jay.
Coming off the floor for your Bulls, Rajon Rondo.
.119 left to play in the first. And the Bulls get it back. Wade, good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Navarro. Here's Mirotic, and the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Young outside, passes it to Scott. And it's blocked by Mirotic, and they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. Here's Young, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. 7 points here for Thaddeus Young.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Rondo. Takes a 3. They get it back. Navarro, he knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Yeah, and as the officials look on, the footage relayed to them by the NBA's replay center in Secaucus, the process getting better and faster over the years.
Basket.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And that's it for the first quarter. In what